Hey guys, what's up? So I'm actually on a little road trip here. I'm heading down to Miami. I'm gonna go meet a buddy of mine to pick up some parts. And yeah, I guess we are gonna do a Tacoma build. So I've been talking to him for a while. He's had these parts sitting, man, for a really long time. I actually helped him make these parts, God, I don't even know, probably 20 years ago, to be honest with you. So 2RZ stuff, man, I guess I'm gonna jump in it. Like I told you guys originally from the beginning, my plan is to have a YouTube channel where we have all kinds of Toyota content. So that's the goal here. The crappy part is I spend money on things that I don't want to say I don't need, but you know, it takes away from other projects. So a lot of guys been asking, what's up with the AE86? And I'm trying to get all that done. I'm trying to, you know, chip away here and there. But like, you know, things like this pop up, you know, and they're good opportunities. They help me out. The people that I know, I've known so many people for so long, and I try and help them. I got him some parts as well to help him out to finish his build. So I'm headed to Miami right now. I will show you guys the parts when I get there. And like I said, yeah, I guess we're gonna try and build our Tacoma, man. That's gonna be the plan. So I've had the Tacoma for a really long time. I don't plan on selling it. It's a truck that's been in the family for years. I actually bought it, drove it for a long time myself. Had given it to my dad, and then we kind of took it back, you know. So at this point, you know, the 2RZ is a great platform. You guys see I'm trying to build turbo kits. I got a couple kits I need to finish up for some guys, and I'll build a header for myself as well, and just keep pushing forward on that as well. So, you know, just different things I think will be cool. Like I said, we got the 4AG, 3TC, 3SGTE, 2RZ. We got a motor already machined for our SC300. So we got a lot of stuff, man, in the pipeline. So, but yeah, I'll give you guys an update as soon as I get down to Miami to pick up these parts. All right, guys, got the parts. Give you guys a quick shot of Miami skyline. This is downtown Miami. A lot crazier than when I was here. This place is booming, jeez. I don't miss it the least bit, I'll tell you that. Love where we live now, it's awesome over there. So as soon as I get home, I will show you guys everything I got. There's a bunch of stuff, so pretty cool. All right, guys, so here you have all the parts, man. We're pretty pumped about all this. So I gotta say a big thank you to my buddy Matt for hooking us up with all this stuff, man. You know, he's had these parts for a really long time. Like I said, we built his truck probably back in, like, man, I want to say the late 90s. We turboed it, and it ended up hurting the motor because it made right over 400 horsepower on C16, and then it ended up spinning a bearing. I'm not 100% sure why. I mean, this is a long time ago. What I think happened was it was stressing out the factory rod bolts. The short block was completely stock. It only had a metal head gasket and ARP head studs. And I think what happened was, like I said, it stretched out the factory rod bolt more than likely. And it doesn't take much at factory clearances to pinch a bearing, and we lost the bearing. So it could have been oil contamination also. But more than likely, I don't know how much a factory 2RZ rod could really handle, you know. But man, it was pretty impressive back then to make the power that it did and run what it did. And then after that, he started building the truck, and he acquired all these components, man, which is awesome. We custom made all these rods. These are Crower rods. So back then, you know, we didn't have many options to make connecting rods, so we had to make them custom. And Crower, I used to deal with Crower a lot. They made the rods. Let's see if there's a date on this tag. Probably not, but oh yeah, check this out. 6/13 of 2007. So almost 20 years ago, which is wild, man. So yeah, maybe still, I mean, all these parts took a while to start getting made, you know. But Crower rods, which are really awesome. ARP bolts. It's got Arius pistons, because that's who we used to work with before. So my buddy Barry, who owns Trom, he used to be the manager over at Arius. So everything we did back in the day was Arius pistons, you know. So probably upgrade the wrist pin. You see how back in the day also we didn't really put big wrist pins, so I'll probably put a bigger wrist pin in here anyways. I don't want to make a bunch of power with this regardless. you know, but I say that now. I mean, with the parts I got, there's no reason why we can't make good power with this thing. So here are the pistons, 2RZ. I had labeled everything. Let's see what this date, this has a date on it. I don't see a date on this. No date. Let's see. Oh yeah, there is a date. Check this out. So 1/9 of 07. So these were made in January. The rods came in June. So that's pretty awesome, man. So yeah, the intake manifold, this is what we did with the intake manifold back then. So what I did was, it probably resembles a lot of stuff that I still do nowadays. I don't know, I'll check the diaphragm to see if this is good, but we mounted that right there in a pretty cool, easy location. It's got a Ford throttle body, and what I did was I would take that plate. So you see this plate down here? If you notice, it's 1/2 inch thick. So you can see here how thick it is. How big is the throttle body? It's got a 75mm throttle body on it. I would take that plate, and what I do is I would radius it real big. I'm not gonna be able to see. Let me see if I get a light real quick. All right, so I would radius that plate internally. Let's see. Can you see it? I think you can see the radius is there pretty good. So this thing would flow some air, you know. Normally nowadays I would put a bigger box. This is a 4-inch box, I want to say. But I don't know, maybe we'll just leave it the way it is. I actually have a customer inquiring about buying this, so I might just sell this and build something different. Same setup I would do. I would just probably put a bigger box, a little bit more style, same radius plate on the bottom. So going back to the parts, clutch masters, pressure plate setup. Check this out too. Clutch masters back then built me a, can you see it? A double diaphragm pressure plate. So we have a double diaphragm pressure plate with a 6-puck setup for that. Crower, again, this is who we used back then to make cams. Built us some camshafts, so we have custom cams from Crower. Both cams are in there. Maybe there's a date on this too. Let's see if there's a date. 8/13 of 08 for a date there. So yeah, almost 20 years ago, man, all these parts we made, which is wild. So we got the cams, we got the block already machined for the pistons, which is awesome too. That's already done. It's bored, honed, and decked. We had the front cover on it too when we decked it. Also, Matt gave me this, I guess we were building a new style fuel rail for it, and somebody machined these inserts to go right into the cylinder head, so that's pretty cool. We're missing one. He couldn't find the other one. We have a brand new 2RZ crankshaft as well, so that's awesome because the original crank messed up. So Matt gave me all these parts, man. The only thing missing is the head studs and the intercooler, which next time I get with him, I'll pick up those parts as well. But here's the head. We had the head all clean, taken apart. We were gonna port it. We had the guides pushed back, as you see there, but now what I'll do is I'll probably knock all the guides out and put bronze guides in it. So I'll port the head, that I will do, and get this all back together, man. So yeah, it's another project. I know I'm a little crazy with all these projects, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, I'm a Toyota guy. We keep pushing forward on Toyota. Oh, check this stuff out. That's pretty cool. How many of you guys have seen this? So we're really going down memory lane here. Check this out, an old Turbonetics wastegate. This guy is old school. This is what he used on the truck. Old Turbonetics wastegate, all the little miscellaneous parts. Starter is in here, a bunch of timing stuff in here. Oil pan, valve cover, motor mounts, all kinds of crazy parts, man. Look at this. How about this guy? He gave me all these ACL bearings that were rod bearings that were calico coated, because back then they didn't have the ACL race stuff. Header flange to build a turbo, same flange I'm using now. And look at this guy. Old school HKS blow-off valve. That's funny, man. Crazy antiquated stuff. Old. I don't know what this is.
What is this? Maybe to hold the fuel rail or something? I don't know what that was. Got these brackets here all billet machined. I got a T04 turbo that we drilled, I guess, to take the divider out of to build a header. T04 flange. Transmission bolts. All kinds of stuff, man. So it's pretty cool. I got all this alternator. Check out what we did here. Made this bracket for water temp sensor because I had an old Haltech E6 on it. So a bunch of cool stuff, man. I'm really pumped about it. You know, I want to get this thing together. The block's machined, which is great. What I am trying to do is find some ACL bearings, because I don't really want to use those older ACL bearings that he's got over there. Those aren't the race bearings. Problem is ACL bearings right now are back ordered, so they're really hard to get, but we'll find them. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool. All these parts, this thing's gonna be a wicked little build. I mean, with the pistons, the rods, the cams, there's no reason, depending on what turbo I put on it. I just don't want to over stress the oiling system, because that's probably going to be the limitations of it. But I talked to one of my buddies in the Caribbean islands, my buddy Riso, who races these motors, and his car has a factory oil pump, and he made over 900 horsepower, which is kind of crazy. But I don't want to push it like that, you know. The truck probably won't handle that anyways. But so I'm gonna dig in here and see how I can modify the oiling system some, make that better, pull this front cover off and see how it flows through the block. I'll do all that and put a new oil pump on it as well. So yeah, guys, more 2RZ content coming, man, which is crazy, but hey, what am I gonna do? So one day I'll get all these things running and done. That's the plan. Also, for the Starlet, our new Motion Raceworks clamps came in. So this clamp is gonna go right here on the intake, which is the one that's leaking. So the next step is to work on this and get this finished so we can head to the track and see what this thing can do with the new cover, the cams that we replaced, and you know how it improved on the dyno. So that's the plan, guys. So take care, everybody. I will see everybody in the next video with who knows what craziness is gonna be happening. Take care. Bye.